Hey folks, had a pretty interesting trading day today, so I thought that I would hop on and share. Um, as you can see here, I lost some money on SPY options, I made some money on VUZI options. So without further ado, so VUZI was breaking down today, having a little trouble. This was actually the red-green line, the previous close. And so it popped up and I grabbed a put right in here, and it was kind of a long-term plan. It was a big picture trade. It had all of this resistance overhead. Sorry, there might be a little background noise today. All of this resistance overhead, and so this would be like a number 6 off the penny stock framework. It bounced yesterday and had a little push. So I'm thinking today a lot of people are going to want out into the push. And I wanted to ride that wave with them. But I didn't have a position, so I took a negative position. Actually, I took a positive position in a negative contract. Contracts are fun. So anyway, I kind of thought that it would have like a decent fade for a while. If you look at the daily chart, a lot of the support is in like the 1250 region and lower around like 11, 10, 11. So when it was up here in the 15s, I was thinking that it's got a ways to go. And so I grabbed a put and it expired in 12 days. I had 12 days on it. And I kind of had a long-term picture in mind. And I guess I was risking like a convincing recovery, which obviously didn't do. I was a little bit shaky in here as it came up and it tested red-green, but I was not like too convinced that that was a compelling move. So I held strong. It would have been a better entry than what I got. But anyway, it faded for the rest of the day as anticipated. And I was actually on the phone and watching a trade, which needs to be something that I don't do. And it kind of reversed in here and had a little push. It wasn't a convincing push, but a lot of things compelled me to make this trade or to take those profits. And I'll come back to that. So earlier in the day, I was watching the SPY. I thought that it would reverse here, but I was multitasking, and so I didn't want to take the position, knowing how volatile it could be. It turns out I was correct. It did reverse here. And then it came back down, and it was testing this previous high, so I'm thinking it's going to reverse, and it does. And I'm not sure why I didn't grab a call there. So this white arrow says that I did call it there, but I didn't even take a shot. And it might have been that too many things were going on around me. And so I just didn't want to, or I didn't do it. I didn't even take a shot. But then it starts pushing, and I think here I'm thinking that it's going to break out because I really think that 390 is not out of the question. So it fails. So I get in anticipation of the breakout, which honestly is not one of my patterns. This was not my best trade, but I had my risk and I stuck to it and I stuck to my guns, and I'm proud of that. And it turned out to actually be a good risk because, as you can see, the SPY wound up fading. I could have got out better than I did. My main problem is that I took this mid-range trade. So it hadn't done anything convincing. I didn't know what it was going to do. I didn't know the potential, and I didn't have a true vision for the trade. So kind of a bunk trade, and I risked my max daily loss on it because I knew that it might pull back, and so I got stopped out from my max daily loss. And I think that affected my VUZI trade. Where is it? Come on. So my original target for VUZI was that 1250 range, like I had talked about. And when I was up, and actually in here, I was trying to sell my put for 240. And I was being stubborn on the ask, which has bit me in the past. And I was on the phone, and I had a loss today. So I think that all of those things affected my decision that when VUZI did push, even though it wasn't a very convincing push, it wasn't very compelling, I was sitting there thinking, like, if I wasn't in this trade, I would buy a put right now. But I still wound up hitting the bid and getting out, and just really pretty bad timing, really. But not a horrible trade. So my SPY trade, I'm gonna give myself on a scale of 1 to 5, I would say it was probably a 2, and it was not a pattern, which is a problem. And then for this VUZI trade, I'll give myself a 3. So no great trades, but no horrible trades either. And I came out green on the day, but that's not really a measure of success. So all things to think about. All in all, I feel good about today. I didn't break any hard rules, so that's awesome. And I learned some things that I need to tweak, like I can't make decisions while I'm on the phone. Things like that. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Bye.